Barcelona lose the first Classico of the season. Madrid 2, Barca 1, and that was such a bad performance on the Barca's part. I can't even begin to describe. Like, everybody wants to talk about the fight and how, oh, Lamine was, talking too much, but this was such a terrible performance. Like, this was a bad, bad performance. Barca had a lot of possession, but did nothing with the possession. They just recycled the ball. Nobody was doing anything creative. It was one of the worst El Clasico performances I've seen by Barca. And we have to start with Lamine. Yes, you're the star boy. We're all on your side, but there is no way in hell you should have given that bad of a performance. Like this was, you called them out. You called them out. Nobody asked you to call them out. You called them out by yourself. You called them out by yourself. And what did you do? Lose the ball. It's like he was nervous too. He said, "Oh, I left the pressure in the hood." But look, as soon as he gets the ball, two men on him every time. They didn't even let him breathe. And if you're going to call people out, you have to understand that this is going to happen. This is how they're going to treat you if you're going to call people out. They're going to make sure, look, there's three men focusing on you each time you have the ball. They're not giving you any space. So that's the first thing. Lamine, terrible. If you're going to call people out from the first minute, you have to wake up. So this is going to be a growth curve, but apart from Lamine gone, nobody was doing anything in this game. Everybody was terrible. But every touch, every time he tried anything, they took him out of the game. And that's the first thing. But also, he was moved to the 10 towards the end of the game. And I feel like they should have done that sooner. At this point, when Rafinha comes back, is that I would just put Rafinha on the right, put Rashford on the left, put Fermin or Lamine in the 10. Because if we're going to put him in the 10 and he's going to be this dangerous, then put him in the 10. Put him in the 10. But I'm glad all the issues are showing up now because going into next season, or rather going into December, we can tweak things and guys are coming back from injury. But this shows us that we are not where we want to be right now. Look, they made absolutely sure that there was a man on him at all times. But another thing I want to talk about in this game is also Mbappe because last year in the Classico, Mbappe was cut offside so many times, but you can tell that he went home, he went in the off season, and he used his brain. He came back and he said, "This will not happen again. They will. I'm going to make absolutely sure that I score in this Classico." Look at how many times. Look at how many times Mbappe was cut offside. Let's do this right. How many times was Mbappe offside versus Barca last season? 8 times. See, Mbappe ended up scoring a respectable five classical goals last season, but he still needed to exercise some demons from Sunday's game at the Bernabeu, where his debut classical saw him cut offside a career high 8 times without scoring as Barca won 4-0. This was last season's classical. He was caught offside 8 times. This season, what did he do? He was caught offside once, and after that first one, he used his brain. Let's look at the goal. Classico. No, not this one. This was last year's. Okay, this is last year's one. I don't know if they're gonna show where he was caught offside, but let's see. I need to see where he was caught offside. Yeah, so this is one chances. This was Mbappe in the classical last season. Look at Mbappe in the classical this season. Look at this, right? This is this season. Just watch this. First of all, this is before the goal even comes. But tell me why this was this is before the goal comes, right? This is a chance, but before the goal comes. Okay, look at this, right? Let's enlarge the circle so we can see exactly how dumb this guy is. Crying for a foul when there shouldn't be a foul. Then you, not only that, you scan the pitch. Look at how many people you had to give the ball. You could have sent the ball out to this guy because that's where your body shape was facing. You decide to do this while a man is waiting for the ball. So why won't you lose? Why on earth won't you saw already that okay, this is what they're doing already. There's an offside trap in the works. What does he do? He uses his brain in the next instance. That was 13 minutes. This is 7 minutes after that first chance. Let's look at this. Let's bring out the circle one more time. Reduce the circle. Look at this. After that first one, all you have to do now as a striker to make sure you're not offside is just make sure you're onside with the guy you're. You know what I'm saying? With the, now all he had to do is just make sure he was onside with the guy next to him. That's all he had to do, and he did that perfectly. This dumbass Kubarsi, who was there just in front of this is Kubarsi right in front of Mbappe. He should also know, be aware because everybody else is offside, but the man right behind you is onside. So Mbappe has been studying. His Barca's defenders are not studying. How does he do? He waits, drops back to make extra shot, then he starts his run. And Kubarsi sees him. He wants to step up, but what happens? Let's play that again. It's too late, is what happens. See, Kubarsi sees him the first time, and then who else again? Kunde sees him. Like, bro, we had so many chances to stop this goal from happening. Kunde saw him start his run. That's even the most annoying part of everything. Kunde saw the whole play develop. He didn't shout and say, "Oh, guys, step up." He didn't say, "Oh, cool, stay with your man" or whatever. He saw the whole thing develop and let Mbappe run in front of him. When the guy behind him was already offside. Like, and I think that's one thing we need to talk about, man. Kunde right now is in the worst form of his life. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know what is wrong, but something is. Fermin, of course, the guy with no fear, scored. But going forward, I think Fermin has shown us that he's the 10. He should play that 10 role going forward. Me, I don't want to say Fermin or Rafina, somebody with the aggression and the goal scoring sense like Fermin in that 10 going forward. But the second goal was even worse. The second goal was even worse. Like, look at this. The simplest. First of all, no pressure on the guy crossing that ball, and then back post. So these guys, what are you guys doing back post? What exactly are you doing? Free header. My guy had a tapping. So as a Barca fan, what I'm gonna say is, it's good all these things. You have to perform if you're going to talk. That's all. And even when we say talk, it's not as if he said anything crazy. Because Madrid, they still and they complain. So he was telling the truth. But he riled them up. He riled them up. Guys, like and subscribe. Support the channel. See you in the next video.